I ain't gonna lie to you, this is absolutely miserable. There's no need to sugarcoat it, no need to make it look good on camera. This is miserable work. Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. Hope your day's better than mine. I love my job. I absolutely love what I do. But sometimes the conditions you work in lawn care, they're extremely difficult. And it doesn't make it any easier when I feel like I'm stressed to the max right now. I'm just stressed out as I can be. I can't find no land for my business and we are packed like sardines. I mean, I tripped over a flow zone sprayer the other day. I like to lost it. I had some emotions and I felt like I used to. I had some rage built up in me and I felt that coming out, and I didn't like it at all. Did not like it one bit. So I had to just stop and chill and take a minute. But I mean, we're literally packed like sardines. And there's nothing anywhere around, of course, that I can afford. It's in my wheelhouse to buy. And the guy beside me owns it's almost 200 acres. And I sent him I've been talking to him for 3 years now. I started off at like 9,000 acre, 7,000 acre 3 years ago. And I sent him an email today, offered him $50,000 an acre for 3 acres. Now, I know 50 grand an acre to some of you, that's dirt cheap. Your land, wherever you live, land may be way more than that. But where I live, 50,000 an acre is an absurd amount of money for land. So I'm just wigged out right now. I'm just a little wigged out. So I apologize if my attitude isn't where it should be. So this is my ABI Force. This is Bermudagrass Alpha Elite GCI Turf Bermudagrass seed. And this is called a landscape finisher. It's a new attachment they just come out with. It's kind of a finishing grade type attachment. It's got these really cool teeth that float up and down, or you can lock it in to do a more of a hard cut. And it collects rocks and sticks and debris, and that's really cool because this yard was slam full. I mean, probably the rockiest yard I've ever been on. It was like a lot of rocks. I will probably say I got up 85 to 90% of them roughly. And it's pretty cool because the situation here is there's surrounding trees all around the outskirts, and basically I would make a pull and drag rocks to the end, over next to the woods, and kind of in my turn lift the implement off the ground and just kind of lose those rocks out in the woods. And in the front of the yard there's another area like a spoil pile area where I would push stuff to, drag stuff to, and got the majority of the rocks up. I was pretty impressed with the way it works. It's just dusty. Oh my word, it is so dusty. I'm gonna get my welder to make me a removable canopy, and I'm gonna get him to weld me 2 brackets that come up and come over, and I'm gonna buy me a 16-inch fan, and I'm gonna put it on that thing so that the air blows straight down on you. And it's going to be maybe 2 or 3 inches above my head. I'm going to make it to fit me. And that way I'm thinking, kind of like the Ventrac canopy, it'll blow the air straight down. And yeah, it might be dust around you, but the force of the air will keep it away from your person. Keep it away from your face and stuff like that. So I'm going to try that and see if that works. Whoever graded this out done a pretty good job. I just basically came in and did the fine grading part of it and slicked it down and prepared a seed bed for the Bermudagrass seed. So I'd come out with the box blade and the profile blade. I didn't want to go deep. I wasn't trying to rip it all up because like I said, I wasn't trying to do a heavy grade. It was just a light grade. So I was basically working with the top 2 inches of ground. Of course, you need that loose before you can move it around. So I took the profile blade, went around the whole yard a couple of times, really loosened it up, that top 2 inches, and then box bladed it and got it smoothed out pretty good. It should be really pleasurable mowing this turf. And he wants to cut it a little bit shorter, so you know, the rougher the yard, the more the scalping is. So I wanted to get it smoothed up for him the best I could. So once I did that, I went over it with the finisher on the back, and man, I went over it and went over it and went over it and went over it, and I went over it some more. And holy cow, it was just a lot of rocks out here. But I'm, like I said, I'm pretty tickled with the way this thing, you know, separates the dirt. You know, it pulls a little bit of dirt with it, but for the most part, it filters out your good dirt and leaves it laying, and you know, takes the rocks so that you can take them off site. Once I got that done, you know how peculiar I am with my edges. So he and Jordan and I walked around and laid out where his beds are going to be around the house. I took my drop spreader and the GCI Turf Alpha Elite and went around the edges and made me a couple of passes wide and really defined those edges so he'll have good clean lines. And then I went back with my turf wear and filled the hopper up with grass seed and went around the edge and through to my drop spread line, and then basically outlined the property and then just, you know, spread seed like you normally would. Just put a good even coat down. I went down with a granular starter fertilizer this time. It's just really dry, and I didn't want to fool with liquids, and so I was going to use green pop, but I just said heck with it. It's just too dry. And not that green pop and being dry has anything to do with it. It's just I can get off of this dirt quicker with a granular because I can spread it further than I can spray a liquid. And the less time I spend on this dust ball, the better. So, you know, it is what it is. This old red clay, man, this mess, when it gets dry and gets powdery, it is dusty as all get out. And then after that, I did my favorite part, and I put the roller on the force and then rolled the whole yard, and that really gives it a good finished clean look. And you know, with Bermuda seed, you don't bury Bermuda, okay? If you get this seed, it's in a link in the description. It'll send you to my website. You can get some if you want it. If you get it and plant it, overseed or bare dirt, do not bury it. Do not put it in the ground like you would a fescue or rye or blue. Bermuda, basically you want it on top of the ground. So I finished the grade out, spread the seed on top, and then lightly rolled it. Just barely pressed it into the top of the dirt. And of course, the trick with Bermuda is the first 21-30 days, you keep that joker sopping wet. You keep it as wet as you can keep Bermuda grass seed without you seeing water running. If you start seeing water puddling or running, then that means it's too wet, because you don't want your seed to be washing away in the puddles. You don't want it puddling up, and you don't want it washing away in channels that you're creating by overwatering. So it's a lot of, you know, get this section really good and damp or wet, and then move the sprinkler, get it damp and wet, move the sprinkler, damp and wet, and so on. You just don't want to set the sprinkler out there and let it go, because you'll cause more problems than you will good. So hey, that's it. I'm gonna go. I think I need a bath. Really think I could use a bath right now. I'm about as nasty as I've ever been in a day's work. But I love my job. I work for my family. I work to provide for them, so they can have, you know, nice things in life, so we can have a nice house, we can drive nice cars, we can just drive a car, have a house, have food to eat. That's why I get up every single day and bust my tail. And days like today, I think about my family. I really do, because sometimes I want to quit and say screw this, I just don't want to be out here in these conditions, but I hustle up and get the job done. Again, I'm sorry if it seemed a little bit out of my I think God just reminded me of something, that I'm having trouble finding land, but I mean, things could be so much worse. There's people that don't have food. There's people that don't have homes. People that don't have jobs. And here I am complaining about being out of space. So again, I apologize. I didn't mean for this to happen while I'm filming. It just did. So I'm sorry to bring you into all that, but I know some of you will pray. That I know God's timing is perfect. It always is, and it always will be. But I've just been trying for years now to figure out this whole land situation and what we're going to do with the company. Well, I mean, not what we're going to do with it, but as far as expand, growing, and have room to grow, physical space, and it's just nothing's working out. So I'll continue to be patient. I will continue to wait for God to be God and do His things. I know He'll open up the door when He's ready for me to expand or grow or have more space. As always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch. I'll check you later. I just thought about something. The guy to the left of me is the guy that owns like 200 acres, roughly. I've been trying to get 3 of them from him. I think he's a lawyer in Raleigh, and I think he used to be a politician. So, yeah, I'm gonna digress on that. The lady that owns the land to the right of me, I think it's like 18 acres there. I know this is a long shot, but a lot of people may see this, so I'm just asking if anybody knows the address that's on the GIS. And this is public knowledge. Anybody can look it up on your local GIS and get this. She lives in Nashville, Tennessee, Byron Avenue. Stephanie Hamilton is the lady's name, and the trustee is Lori M. Craft, K-R-A-F-T, L-A-U-R-I, Lori M. Craft, K-R-A-F-T. Man, if anybody knows this lady, I don't know how to get in touch with her. I mean, I've got 2 phone numbers for her. I got off the internet, but both of them they're not, the phone number's not working. They're disconnected. So if anybody knows her, by all means, ask her to contact me. Tell her Pete wants to buy some land from her if she's willing to sell. So again, I just want to say I'm sorry. It's been one of them days, but I'm good, and God's good. Check you later.